Hi guys, so today we'll be working with the April 2022 Glimmer of the Month from Spellbinders. So they did send these items free of charge from my review, and of course all opinions are my own. Any links I have in the description box will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items to those links, so thanks for using those if possible. Again, description box is right under the video. It's you can click on the title, it expands, or you click on show more, or a little triangle there, but I get that question pretty often. So this is the Glimmer Burst, and as you can see, it's pretty much like half a die that you're going to put on one side, or plate should I say, and then you're going to flip it and put on the other side of your paper, or you do half a page, which would look really lovely too. Let me measure this for you so you kind of have an idea as far as the size this guy is. And then I realized I never, the last couple months, I keep forgetting to show the foil that goes along with the Glimmer. So this is 5 1/4 by 3 1/4. So if you double it up, that's 6 1/2 by 5 1/4. And so that's the base, plate. And then here we have dies. So this die will cut this circle, and this one cuts this outer portion if you would like, or pair them together. But basically you have a background and then this topper for your sentiment. And they kind of fit right in here. So you can put it right on top, or you can try to squeeze in there. But I think basically you could fit it on top, because if it's in here, it's going to look a little offset probably, right? But however you want to use that. Of course, a circle would. And then we have a brilliant birthday, which is really nice because of all the glimmer. We have smile, sparkle, shine, and you are the... I was just looking at this and I was going to say something. I realized I think I said the wrong thing in the unboxing. It says you are the stardust in my day. I think it said starburst, which didn't make sense to me, but I thought, okay, well, I guess that's something people say. So stardust in my day. That's really cute. And then we have the prism foil. So that's the one I believe is for this month, but if I'm incorrect, I'll put it in the description box, like which one comes this month. So this is the one I'll be using today. Yeah, so let's just get this together. So what I'm going to do is grab some papers, and I think this is going to be very simple because we're going to do the background, we'll have our little topper, and then whatever other decoration we want to put on that. So I'm going to grab some paper, like I said, and I will be right back. So while I do that, I have my paper here. I'm going to turn this on. Now, I have the Gemini foil press because that's what I have. If you have the Glimmer system, very similar, you're going to pop it on and get it going. So this one I've noticed in the past, I like medium and I like 30. It depends also on the foil. It depends on your paper. It depends on the size of the die. I mean, there's lots of things. So I think what I'll do this time is I'll go... let's just say 35 seconds. But either way, it's warming up right now. I don't have to leave this on here. And so I'm going to let that warm up. And when it beeps, it's ready. Yeah, so while that's warming up, did I say 35 or 36? Okay. I'm going to use this paper. You want to use the smoothest paper you can. This is from the card kit, so it's the Spellbinders cardstock. Generally, I always use white paper, but I thought, I'll do something different today. So I'm going to cut this down. I am probably going to do white paper for this part, so I'll get something ready for the sentiment, just a little piece of, the smoothest white paper I can find, and I will be right back. Still warming up to what we can do is go ahead and just open this up, and, as far as, I'm going to use the same one for both the sentiment and the background, but you can, of course, mix and match. I'm not sure why I'm trying to cut this little sticker. I usually just pick it off, but for some reason I would recommend just taking it off like that because you can cut your foil. Have a brilliant birthday, you are the stardust, smile, shine, smile, sparkle, shine. I'll do that one. So we'll need a little piece of that. And to be honest, actually, well, if this fit in here, you could just use the piece of foil that's the piece that doesn't get cut here, you know what I'm saying? If you have this on here, you have this area, you can save some foil that way. Take it from there. But however you want to cut this, I will be right back. Okay, I think it's ready. I don't remember if I heard it beep or not when I was talking. I was like, did I hear a beep? I thought I heard a beep. It's getting there. Either way, so for this one, I don't really mind where this ends up being because I'm just going to do our sentiment right now. So, plate, touching the surface. Foil, if you're doing it this way, you need the wrong side looking at you because that's what's going to get pushed in, so that the shimmer, the shiny silver part is what ends up... Oh, there it is, see? I was like, I don't remember if I heard it or not. And then that guy. So I'm going to place this on here. I like to keep it all together. I don't know why. Let's say start. I'm going to let it do its 35 seconds. I'm going to run it through the Gemini Junior. If you have the Glimmer machine, the timing that is in your guide is best, and then it runs through the Platinum 6. It runs through, I think, the Big Shot, other machines that are like that, like Hand Crank. I know people ask me if it'll go through like the Junior or Empress. I do not believe so. I wouldn't try it, just because the thicknesses are different with that, because these other guys, they'll do like bigs, dies, and things like that. It's not the same. So I don't know. I guess is the answer to that one. Okay, I'm gonna run this through when it beeps. Alright, I'm just gonna bring this out. And I did do 35 seconds for that too, even though normally I do 30, but you know, just to keep it all the same. Okay, I'll be right back. This is very thick white paper, so sometimes you'll see that like your die will want to come through the others. Not come through, but just push through that well, right? Aww. Pretty good. I don't know if I really show. Oh, let me put this back on here and just let it warm up. Okay, you know, I better not touch that. It's a little warm. This is the Spellbinders tool. I'm just going to place that over here and not forget that I placed it over there. Actually, I'll put it on my magnetic mat. Okay, and I'm going to let this reheat again. Basically, we're going to cut this out with this and we'll run it through in just a minute, and then we have the little background piece. But I'm going to let this get nice and hot for our next, for the large die. And I'll be back. Just beeped at me here. So I have a piece of paper here. This is 4.5 by 5 3/4 because I want it to be a little larger. And so what we can do with this guy, how am I going to do this? Oh, that's right to the edges too. So what happens is with these machines, usually the heat, the most of it is right in the center. So we will see how well this machine takes this. I don't know, guys. That'll be interesting. Okay, and I did cut down 2 pieces. I mean, you can do 1 large piece, but I don't know. I just did 2 pieces. And I'm just gonna kind of center this in here as best I think it might be centered right there. And let's press start. Again, the wrong side of the foil facing up, and we're gonna let that warm up, and I will run it through. Okay guys, let's see how that did with this machine. So it looks stuck down really nicely. Wow, that is so nice. I can see in the smaller areas it didn't quite get, but you know what? I mean, the effect is so awesome, like that's forgivable. Okay, I'm gonna leave this on here again to warm up. And once it, oh, actually I should take this off. Hold on. It's very hot. I'm gonna take that off. Slide that to the side. Let this warm up again, and I'm gonna do the same thing, but this time, where's my other foil? Oh, I'm going to just put it down just the way I did it with the foil, you know, and then I'll take this other side and face it down. And I'm still gonna eyeball it, but if you really want to know where you're at, you can definitely do the little hinging method where you kind of see where you're going with this. You can see right there, you know, these little lines kind of where you're centered at. And then you can put a little washi tape, hinge it open, put your foil, put it back down. And always have your die facing the mat coming up off of it, okay? I've done in the past where I forget and I put it like this and then I'm like, it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work because this is so far from the heating element. So just to remember that, okay? So again, I'm just gonna do the same thing like I had mentioned. And I will be right back. Okay, guys. Ooh, let's see here. So I did do a little hinge method on that one. Oh. Wow, okay, so I got a little overfoiling this time, but I'd rather have overfoiling than not foiling. And what I do with that happens is I'll just, well, I think we're done with this. So I'll just turn this off in just a second. But I'll just come in here and just take an eraser, and you can just erase the little areas where you might have gotten a little extra foil there. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this down to like 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, maybe 4 by 5 1/4. We'll see. Because I was thinking about matting behind it with another kind of like shiny paper. So it's just shine and shine, you know, because we're talking about smile, sparkle, and shine. And then I'm going to run this guy through, just center it, and I will be right back. So we have a standard A2 size card base. This is also from the Spellbinders kits. I did cut down this shiny piece of purple paper to 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then I trimmed this down, kind of centering this, but maybe a little bit higher up than the bottom, at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we have that purple. And since I have that purple, I thought, you know what, I'll run this way through with the purple. So I will be right back. So what I'm going to do is just, oh, it's so pretty with that little like embossing that it gives, is glue this guy to this guy. And then I'll glue down this mat and this one over on top of that. Okay, hey guys, so this is so pretty. Then we have this little guy. And I'll probably pop this up. I mean, that's just a gorgeous card already. I mean, look at that. But what I did is I grabbed the die cuts from the card kit for this month, and I'm going to kind of pair it up and see if there's some pieces in here that I think I would like to kind of tuck in here and there. It just depends, you know, what's going on. So I'm going to go through and, you know, find something cute. And I will, I mean, what's so funny is that that purple and that dark purple, like, it still all goes. It's so nice. Okay, I'm going to see what I can do, and I'll be right back. I ended up with something not even close to what I was imagining to begin with, but look how cute. So I was doing the flowers. I was like, oh, the bike would look really cute, and I had it, you know, oriented the other way. And now I tried this one, I'm like, you know what? I really like this. So that's what I'm going to do. So just kind of playing around with different things. I mean, look at this. Even the little coffee. You guys, I know it's so hard to see the wording. I'm so sorry. It's just... that's what my camera's been doing right now. I'm going to push this down, and I'm going to, since I really like where it is, I'm just going to put some glue back here without moving this. So this is the same as this little guy. There's just one extra little piece here that I popped in on this one to make it look a little more plentiful on this side. And since I did move this, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of this guy. And usually I go for the bigger ones, but this is what I have in front of me right now. And I think that kind of tucks over here anyway, so let's just move this up a little bit higher in case. Yeah. You guys, I know that covers some of our work, but I really like the way they look, so I'm going to go for that. And I'm just eyeballing this. Let me see. That looks about right. Maybe a little bit more that way. And then I'll put some glue on the back of this little guy. And he was just kind of on top of this one. Echoing what we did here, just a little extra. And that's my card, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Super simple. I mean, you do need to, you know, do the one side, pair up the other side, and do that. But they made the die in a way, the plate, that it's it lines up really easily, you know. And then it's pretty hard to tell like, where the center was, so I don't think it's an issue at all. I'll have some images for you guys coming up. I'll have the links in the description box. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this little guy. All right, I'll see you at the next one. Bye now.